You're now listening to No Gimmicks.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the No Gimmicks podcast here on the DFPN. You know what it is. It's Thursday. It is our weekly MPX catch-up with a twist this week because we have a big event coming this Saturday, March 7th, Southern Junction. We're back in Irving for an all-women's card. Who Runs the World 3 is happening. And if you guys have seen the first two Who Runs the World events, listen, a lot has happened in the landscape of women's wrestling since then. We have so much to cover, but I felt like I would be doing this show an injustice. So I had to call some backup. And joining me today, I'm going to start with my BCP Plus sister, Pop Break, cosplay extraordinaire. She is killing it at the cons right now, and we are not worthy to have her. But finally, yes, I'm still in that, Rob. I'm still in that. we finally have her on the show. Please welcome Miss Amanda Rivas. Finally, thank you for being on No Gimmicks.
Aw, you are so sweet. Thank you so much for the awesome introduction. It's always a great time to be with you, my BCP fam, my Pop Break fam, like my wrestling fam. Like we have so much in common, and it's so exciting to be able to sit down and chat more wrestling with you and everybody here on the panel. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Also, you will see her, I'm not going to say one of the best photographer in North Texas, makes her rounds all around, takes the best pictures. If you see yourself, you know it's a great shot. She always finds a way to capture the best angles, has the best seat in the house, and then makes you feel like you have the best seat in the house. From Pulver Photography, none other than Laura Pulver. Ma'am, thank you for finally coming on the show.
That's a lot to live up to.
It's not. You do it and you make it look easy.
Everybody, I just push the button.
You make it look easy. And I know it's not. So your work is very much appreciated. You and your brother do some phenomenal work. I'm sure all the people that you capture feel the same way. I'm positive of that. So thank you for all that you do. And then joining me also, normally my co-host for this wonderful ride that we're going on, JJ Jefferson. Welcome back, sir. How have you been?
Man, no days off, it feels like, covering the wrestling, whether it's, the D1 Ignite show. Shout out to you for the amazing intro that you made for us not too long ago, letting us join the DFPN because, we're covering some sports and some madness and wrestling and all the things. So, it's a crazy ride.
It is. It is, but it's a great ride, man. So again, thank you guys for all the work that you do. It's been amazing having you guys on the network and seeing what you guys are doing and building. Can't wait to get this out to the mass, man. It's amazing. And hello to the dog.
We've got company. I love it.
I love it. Well, guys, Who Runs the World 3 coming this Saturday. What do you guys say? Let's jump into this card. Let's break this down and get these guys ready for it. What do you say?
Let's do it.
I'm ready. Pumped. Here we go. All right, while we get ready for Laura, because Laura, she's having some difficulties, we'll work around it. But Who Runs the World 3 coming this Saturday, and Who Runs the World 2 gave us Southern Junction, a wonderful venue in Irving, Texas, and we're back there. JJ, talk to me real quick. Your thoughts overall on the venue. You're a venue guy, so I got to ask you this question. The venue for Southern Junction, how did that feel and look to you being in that environment?
Yeah, man. So as you said, I've had the opportunity to work with Metroplex Wrestling. So shout out to the amazing team with MPX, from Matthew Palmer to Athena, the Pruitts, everybody, the talent, the production crew, you name it. And as you all know, being a parks professional, we kind of just do some random stuff in our career. So when I was in Grand Prairie, bought them out to the Epic. Amazing venue, amazing shows. And like I told them when I left that city, hey, wherever I go, we've got a great working relationship. So where I go, you guys are going to go. So when I went out to Irving, we did a show in Irving, huge turnout, amazing reception. And it just needed something new. We've done it in the gymnasium, we've done it in a community center. So, hey, we just need something new, something different, something that feels like a wrestling venue, but it's not AT&T Stadium, but it's not, the American Airlines, something different. And lo and behold, I just happened to find out that Southern Junction was 7 minutes from my job at the time. Went over there, met the manager, talked him up about it because, as y'all can tell, I love chatting up MPX and spreading the word to all the masses. So he was interested and was like, hey, schedule a meeting. Called Palmer, was like, hey, Palmer, think I found you guys a venue. And then the rest was history. Palmer came out there, saw it from first glimpse, and as soon as he kind of popped in, he's like, oh, this can go there. That can go there. Hopefully somebody doesn't dive off of that. But, all the gears started turning, and then the rest was history. Who Runs the World 2 was announced for Southern Junction, and Kelvin, me and you talked about this when we walked in at that show. It just felt like a different atmosphere, but it was a good feeling. Everything was happening. You had the drink line, you had the meet and greet, you had the action going on, but nothing felt like it was on top of each other. Everything just worked out perfectly.
Yeah, you're right. It just felt like it was going to be a big night, and it didn't disappoint at all. There was no bad seat in the house.
None.
You had the bar. They had a lengthy area for the ladies to go and do meet and greets. Like that made it really fun. The fact that you had so much space in that one area where you had a picture line, you had the tables, like you could do whatever you needed to do in there. It made it 10 times as fun. So I'm very excited to go back to it.
Yeah, man. And one of the unique things from Who Runs the World 2 that I don't know a lot of people paid attention to, when Maya World made her entrance from the back of the venue, like she pulled up in the parking lot and people saw the camera crew run into the door and everyone's like, oh, what's going on? Who's here? And then Maya shows up and it's like, oh, it's Maya World. And she had the entrance of the night, in my opinion, because it was just her persona. She was the it girl and she personified that in front of everybody, and everybody got to see her before she went and got signed with AEW and all the big things that she's doing with that company. So it was like, hey, y'all got a little sprinkle of what us Texas locals knew Maya World was going to be.
Absolutely. And that was the night I was like, bro, she's leaving. I was like, bro, it just screamed like stardom. You know what I mean? Like as soon as she walked in, I was like, bro, this might be the last time we see her on this level. And I was not off by a lot. Like she had a couple of more appearances, and then you knew she signed with AEW. There's a bunch of people on this card that I'm looking at, and they're on that type of level. So this may be the last time that you see some of these ladies, so very much the front row is selling out. The Second row is almost sold out. The tickets are moving really fast, and I think you're starting to see it. But it speaks volumes to where women's wrestling is, particularly in North Texas, because the success of these cards is just growing and growing and growing, and you're building bigger crowds. And that also speaks to the strength of MPX and the year that they're having, and how successful these events have been. But ladies, I do want to get your perspective before we start breaking this card down. I'll start with you, Amanda. Who on this card are you most looking forward to seeing?
Oh, this is tough because for people who are not familiar, I used to be general manager for the Mission Pro Wrestling Conroe shows.
Yep.
So for almost 2 years, and so I got to know a lot of several of the women that are on the card, and of course I did commentary for a local promotion here in San Antonio, Galactic Pro, right before COVID hit, and then of course my fiance is a retired professional wrestler on the scene, Brandon Weiss, so I got to still keep in contact and see everybody. So it's for me, it's like a little Mission Pro reunion in a lot of ways, and I love that. I'm so excited to see the success of everybody on this, that I've been blessed to connect with and work with, have worked with in the past, and just to see them continue to grow and flourish has been absolutely amazing. So it makes me feel good here, and I continue success for everybody. For me, I'm obviously excited for my hometown girl. Give me some Anarchid Ash. She is on the rise. I feel like she's somebody who has literally grown up in this business.
Yes. We talk about her often on this show.
Yeah.
And just how captivating she has been, not just in MPX, but around the state of Texas. Her name has been on fire lately. And yeah, she's been on a crazy run. Her run has been absolutely crazy. It's been awesome to watch, just because she started especially here when she came up north, and like little by little, match by match, she won people over. So it's been awesome to see. Very much awesome to see. Laura, who are you looking forward to?
Well, I will add on. Just this past weekend, we saw Ash go against Demo at the Showcase for the Immortal, and that match really, I think, went fabulous for her, and I think it showed how she can step up. So she's one I'm excited to see. I don't think it's any mistake or any just pure luck that she's on this card, and that she's continued to show up at MPX. But I'm an indie girl. One of the neat things about Who Runs the World to me has been getting to see the different levels of women in the sport interact and learn from each other. You see them kind of mentoring going on throughout. So I mean, I really think Vert Vixen is going to go far in this matchup or in this tournament. I think there's a lot of things that could make her a really great champion for this particular title. I'm really excited to see her because I think she's one of those that's this far away from going, and probably not going to see her on the indies. I'm also really excited to see the tag team match with Hyan and Maya come back. It's really neat to get to watch them make that transition into AEW, but then also get to have them come back and kind of bring, you get to watch the development and them grow as they're working in AEW. So it's kind of neat to see them come back. So I don't know. It's just an overall good card. You can't lose with it.
Facts.
Facts. Very much facts. Real quick, shout out to the chat. Hey, Kim, long time MPX supporter. So hi, welcome to the show. Please leave comments. And yeah, let's have some fun. But yeah, you nailed it. There's that tag team match is something I'm looking forward to, because it's like they're coming back home, right? And being that they have gone and done the AEW thing, and you see them now, they're stars, and it's like you're stars, but you're coming back home, and I'm very curious to see that That tag team match is going to be awesome. JJ, who do you have?
Oh man, we're jumping straight into the predictions like that. Okay.
Well, no predictions. Who are you looking forward to?
Okay. I was sweating,
We're,
man. I was like, no,
we're
don't
going to
put me
jump
on the
predictions in a minute.
not first. I didn't want to go first, but for me, I can kind of piggyback what everybody's been saying. You know, all the ladies on this card have shown up or shown out at some point in their career, or they are getting into that level where they're showing out. Not just here in the DFW with MPX, but whether it's in Austin, whether it's somewhere in Texas, whether it's Arkansas. Reza Clark is a name to throw out because she's been on this show too, talking about her grind, not just here, but her grind in Arkansas. Like, she's traveling, she wants to be there. That promotion she's with out there wants her there. So that speaks to the volume that some of these ladies are willing to put in to put the extra effort in. We touched on it. Vert Vixen, Indie Girl, Hometown Girl, Charity King, another one of those big names. But for me, the icing on the cake, and Kelvin, you'll probably agree with me when I say this one, we've talked about her a lot over the past maybe month and a half now. We got to enjoy her while we have her. And that is our MPX Women's Champion, Nikki Blackheart, because we know that she's on the rise. We know that great things are on the horizon for her. And, she was one of those people that when she stepped foot at MPX, she showed up and showed out without question at last year's Who Run the World 2. Another one of the ladies on the card, Alejandra, was her opponent at Who Runs the World 2. And not a lot of people expected that match to go the way it went. And then fast forward to maybe a month ago, Texas Rumble, Nikki Blackheart upset Abaddon and became the new MPX Women's Champion. So, Nikki Blackheart is showing up.
Yeah, my eyes are fixed on that match because, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared. I'm scared, but in a good way.
Have you seen the most recent promo from Priscilla Kelly about this match?
Yes. I'm scared, but in a very good way. And yeah, that's a match to watch. It really is the match to watch. But I'm looking forward to not necessarily a match, but there was an appearance that I have to see to believe. And that we have Cura Fuda Contracting making their appearance known at MPX. I got to see it to believe it because I'm still in a state of like, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen until I see it happen.
Do you really think, though, that Athena would do that? Come on now.
I was about to say.
She wouldn't. I know she wouldn't. but still, I'm like, I got to see it. I still don't believe it. I got to see it. But
I'm really interested because you notice it says it's like I'm interested to see what they do with it.
Yes,
exactly.
Like, they have been hinting this and playing up to it this whole time. So I don't think it's going to be just a simple blip during the show. Like, there's something's going to happen.
You're right. And this whole American Joshi tournament is like perfect.
Yeah.
I can see like an extra tear getting laid in here, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. But that's what I'm looking forward to. But let's get into these predictions. We're gonna go match by match, and I'm gonna start with the first round bracket. No, actually, let's go pre-show. Because we got a good match pre-show. We have Zarena, who we haven't seen at MPX in a while, but she has been making her rounds throughout Texas, getting her name out there as well. She's coming back, and she's taking on someone that I've had my eye on for a minute in Mackenzie Morgan. Mackenzie Morgan is starting to find her footing at MPX. She's becoming normal, getting into a rhythm. We've seen this with people when they get in the MPX, they get comfortable, they get into the system, they start making a lot of noise. I think Mackenzie Morgan is on that cusp of making noise. But going up against Zarena, who's also on the same mission, it's going to be an interesting match pre-show. Laura, I'm going to start with you. Your thoughts on this match, and who do you expect to come out of this standing?
Oh, man. Serena is fairly new. So one thing, she's got a lot to prove. Um, so I think she's going to give it a very good, she's not going to just go to that ring and put on nothing. She's going to go out there and she's going to put on probably one of the best matches she's had. I really think, because you have to in this kind of attention on the show and everything. But I love Mackenzie Morgan. I first saw Mackenzie Morgan, like y'all did, at Dragon Slayer, and really loved her there. I've loved her at MPX. So this is kind of one of those where I really have to but I'm gonna go with. I really think Serena's gonna pull it out.
Okay, I'm not mad at that pick. Amanda, just prediction.
Okay. Well, I am with Laura. This is going to be a great pre-show match. I think both have a lot to prove here. Zarina is newer to me, and so had to do a little research. And again, it seems like she is fairly new in the business. I like that she's a good mix of athleticism, agility, and power. She's a lot of promise. Has a really great look. So I'm very excited to see what she can do and to see what she has to offer. Mackenzie has been on my radar because Mackenzie recently was also part of a tag team match here at Uncanny Attractions in Austin and bumped off my beloved Devin Carter and Zakai Living. And I know Devin and Zakai, they are tremendous competitors. Their skill in the ring is amazing. And to see the match that she and Nikki put on, at Uncanny Attractions, fantastic. I'm super impressed. I think Mackenzie's very polished in the ring. I like her high energy momentum. I like her speed. She has it. And for me, I think because she's a little bit more polished, and again, seeing that who she's gone up against before, I think Mackenzie's going to pull this one out. But I think Serena's going to have a great showing here. And I think we're very spoiled and very lucky we're getting this match, and I'm here for it. The winners, the fans.
Yes,
but Mackenzie,
absolutely. JJ?
Yeah, so this one's tough, and this is a good problem to have. We were talking about this before we went on the air. This card in particular, there's so many matchups alone that it's a good problem to have, because the true winners, like Amanda said, are the fans. Everybody is going to have a great showing. Everybody is going to bring their A game to the table. And for me, seeing both of these ladies being fairly new with MPX, seeing that footing that they're building for themselves, I'm going to give the edge to Mackenzie Morgan. And the reason being, if you saw what happened last week with MPX, she was in a match with MJ Santana, and she gave MJ Santana a run for her money until the very, very end. So I think for Mackenzie Morgan, I think she's going to come into Who Runs the World 3 with a little bit of that chip on her shoulder, just give her that little extra push that she needs, and she's going to get the job done.
You know what? I'm going to agree with all of you guys. I'm going to agree. The winners are the fans in this match, but that speaks to this whole card, because this is the pre-show match, and it's almost impossible to pick a winner because both ladies are on a mission. Both ladies have something to prove. And like I said, Mackenzie is she's getting her footing in MPX. She's not really new anymore. That newness is wearing off. She's starting to develop, like, okay, I know what's coming at me. I know what I need to do. There's a lot of competition here. I'm getting used to that. Amanda, she nailed it. She is polished in the ring, but Zarina is also getting her footing, and both ladies with that is going to create something special. And I think this is going to be one of the ones you have to get in there early for, because you don't want to miss this match. Very much. It's very much one of those. So, yeah. But that's just the pre-show. That's just the pre-show. Now we got to start making decisions. We got to start making decisions.
Oh, do I have to start picking favorite children? And I don't.
Yes. Yes. We didn't make this, but we have to choose.
There can only be one.
There can only be one. This American Joshi tournament, the belt, if you guys haven't seen it, please go check out this belt. It is amazing. It is something. The winner of this tournament, they have earned it. They have earned that one. So let's break this down. We're going to start match 1, bracket 1, round 1, and we're going to go right off the deep end. Emi Sakura is in this tournament. She is in this tournament. And again, we talk about the veterans going up against the local indies and how that's playing out, but she's going up against someone we talked about earlier, Anarchic Ash, the run that she's been on. Laura, do you think Anarchic Ash can dig deep and pull off a win in a very, very tough first round match? Because this is no walk in the park.
This is probably going to be a real test for Ash, and in a good way though too, because I really want to see her pull something out of Ash. If you think about where Ash could go beyond this, like I feel like if she was maybe a little further along, we would, Ash could easily be someone that when you think about a Joshi champion, kind of like you could see her in that role. But she's going up against someone who has so much experience and has done so much. And I want her to win, but it's going to take a lot. I would love to see Ash win this one. But more than anything, like I said, I really hope it just kind of brings Ash even more into that next level. So I think what I'm really looking for here is for Ash to kind of turn it up and learn something from this match and learn something with this style more so. I think Emmy's going to get her, though. I love Ash. I want to see Ash go on, but that is a very, very tough win to pull out.
That is a crazy first round matchup. That is a crazy first round matchup. If I'm looking at myself in that, I'm like, oh no, pack a lunch, buddy. That's a long night already. And Ash is no walkover either. So the winner of this match really it's almost like a disadvantage because it's gonna be a hard match. But then if you win, you got to keep going. And these matches don't get easier. That's the truth on it. So having this match as a first rounder, I'm like, oh my goodness, the winner of this match is going to be dog tired the next round. Amanda, what you got?
Oh man, I again adore Ash. I think she is phenomenal. And what I love about this match, I'm so excited for her to have this opportunity because this match is going to be one of the most eccentric. I feel like one of the most entertaining, one of the most physical. There's going to be so much all-encompassing here. And what I love about this matchup is that Ash, to me, has a lot of the traits that Emmy, when she began her career, started with. Like to Laura's point, that Joshi style, Ash could absolutely embody that. And so she has that great foundation and she's been killing it. Her confidence has been growing. She has been just crushing it in the ring each and every time. She's not afraid to take risks. And again, she's very well-rounded for being so young. And of course, we know with Emmy, obviously being one of the most influential wrestlers, Joshi wrestlers in particular, but one of the most influential women's wrestlers, all-around tactician, so much experience. And I know sometimes people kind of dump on, well, I wasn't that impressed with her in AEW. I was like, first of all, you're spoiled, all of you. I will say that because I'm like, I'm already going there because I'm like, she is 49 years old and she's still crushing it where she's at. So put some respect on her name because she is phenomenal. And so to have this caliber of matchup with people who really, even though yes, the experience levels are so different, they do have a lot in common. And I'm excited to see, especially for Ash, where she's going to go with this match. Like this is to me going to be her toughest match to date. And I think really challenge her wrestling knowledge, her wrestling ability. And I think we're going to see a whole new level for Ash that we haven't before. Would I love to see her pull out the win? Absolutely. Like Laura, like we've seen Ash. We've watched her grow in the ring. To be able to pull a win like this would be amazing. But again, you're also going up against someone with 25 plus years, almost 30 years of experience in every possible style. And Emmy still adapts. She can take on anything. She's like a chameleon in the ring in the best possible way. And that is a hard mountain to climb and overcome. And even though Ash is going to give her a great fight, she's a great in the underdog spot, I think too. People underestimate her and she shows up. But really, I think Emmy's going to pull the win on this one because of the experience. But it's going to be, again, a phenomenal showing for Ash, and I could not be happier for her.
You nailed that one. Nailed it. JJ?
Man, I don't know what's harder, having to make the predictions for these matches or having to go after Amanda, because week for week when I'm on No Gimmicks, it's like I'm the analyst of the show, and then Amanda comes in, it's like, oh, I've got to follow that. Okay. Okay. Let me say this. I'll be on record because lately I've been upsetting some people, Tom A, but we'll cover that another day.
Why did you say his name? He's going to pop up. You know this.
I wanted it to happen. We're going to hope it happens. Maybe it might happen because you said it. I don't know. But give me Kid Ash for the upset. And the reason I'm going to say Kid Ash here is because when the participants were announced, she was already one of my front runners. I remember me and one of my good friends, we talked about it and was like, hey, Kid Ash she's that one. You got to keep your eyes out for her. And I also said it on MPX's social page when they started breaking down more participants. I said, hey, give me an Kid Ash versus Charity King final. I would love to see that. Obviously, we've got to take some work to get there, but give me that for the finals. And then MPX drops the bracket on us. And wow, did Kid Ash unfortunately get the shortest draw in this tournament, because that's not what you want in the first round. Emi Sakura in the very first, that's not easy. That's somebody with experience. That's somebody with knowledge. That's a veteran prowess just in the ring, conditioning wise, ring rust wise, everything. She has it. And for Ash, again, not a lot of people familiar with her because she's growing, but those that know, like us here in this chat and some other people in the chat as well that have been following Ash, she's making leaps and bounds quick. 1 week she's here, and then the next time you see her, she's here, and then the next time you see her, she's jumped up 2 more leaps. Just recently at a Baracho Pro show, she just beat London Dior, and that was a mountain and a hurdle that she had to climb for months, and she overcame it. And to Laura's point that she just touched on this past weekend for the Showcase of the Immortal show, she stepped in the ring with Demo Diamond, and that's not a walk in the park for anybody, no matter who you are, because we know Demo. Demo is brash, not going to hold anything back. He's one of the smartest people in the ring, one of the hardest hitters in the ring, and Demo is going to make you show up or show out. And Ash definitely held her own.
That challenge.
Yeah, she accepted that with open arms and held her own. So for this tournament, man, Ash is going to upset Emmy. And the reason being is because she's got that dog mentality. She's going to go in. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a hard challenge. But if anybody can take that on right off the get-go, it's Kid Ash.
You know what? And as we're going through the chat's agreeing with you here, man. Shout out to Jeff. He's saying, JJ, that's my dude, bruv. He thinks he's agreeing with you here. And look, Kim said Ash would be good too. She's growing on me as well. That's a mountain though, bro. That is a mountain to climb. And like I said, knowing both ladies and the styles that play here, it could go either way. But if I'm in this type, because it's almost a mirror match. If I'm in this type of match, you gotta go with the experience. There could be one simple trick that Emmy knows that Ash doesn't, and she knows how to exploit the weakness, find it, and get the pin, if only for 3 seconds, right? And that's the difference here. Ash has got to be a dog every minute in this fight, and every minute in this match. She's got to be, because Emmy is also a dog, bro. Like don't get that twisted. Like, and she can still get it done. So as much as I hate to go against Ash, I gotta go with Emmy on this one, bro. I gotta go with Emmy on this one. And I kind of hope I'm wrong, because I think there, past the first round, there's some interesting matchups that I would really love to see if she got this done. So I'm gonna go with Emmy reluctantly.
This is one time I would be happy to be wrong.
Yeah.
Same.
Yes, very much would be happy to be wrong in this one. But here's another one, another interesting matchup: J-Rod versus Ray Lynn. We've seen both ladies put on some very, very incredible matches recently. Them two in the first round, I feel like this is a sleeper match of the first round. I feel like this one might take the cake. We have some great matchups, but this one is, I feel like it's going to be one of those underrated bangers of the night. And I'll start with you, Amanda. What do you think?
Yeah, I am very interested in this particular matchup, because one, Ray Lynn has really grown.
Yes.
In the ring. Really, really grown. She's much more confident. She's now kind of in that position of being a well-respected veteran as well, and really just great at setting, match pacing, match timing. She's really come into her own. But J-Rod, man, oh my gosh. First of all, her physique. You just want to hit me up, girl? Drop some of the fitness tips over here, please. Please. And thank you. She's a solid look. I love that she's hard hitting. Just raw power. The power she has. I am so impressed with her. And also, she just came back from Japan too. So she's got this extra set of expertise in this style of match that I feel like would really help her in this tournament. So I think this is going to be, to your point, Calvin, a low-key sleeper match. This might just low-key steal the show, and I'm here for it. And it's tough because I think both are, again, great competitors. They're really growing. They're making their presence felt. But I'm going to have to lean with and go with J-Rod on this one, because I feel like, again, the momentum that she has behind her, this knowledge that she's gained from her time in Japan, I think are going to be huge assets in combination with her existing style and that raw energy and power. I think we're going to see her progress to the next round.
Interesting. Laura, what you got?
This is a tough one. Okay, so here's my prediction. I think it's going to be close, but don't put it past Ray Lynn, to pull out a dirty move or something to get the win. So, I mean, I think it'll be close, and we may just see Ray Lynn pull out something while the ref ain't looking or something, and, to steal the win.
I'm gonna agree with that. JJ, what you got?
I'm gonna rock with Amanda on this one, and the reason I'm gonna go with Amanda is because she said something very interesting to me when she was breaking that down. J-Rod just coming off of an excursion in Japan. That is huge, because anyone that follows professional wrestling knows that when you go to Japan, that is a destination that's either gonna make you or it's gonna break you. And just recently, someone else that just had their excursion in Japan, the Gutter Snake, Izzy James.
Read
And
my
look
mind.
at what Izzy James is bringing to the table. And Izzy was already a top tier talent across the scene. So for J-Rod, in the same light, you're already decorated. You've already got the physique, you've got the look, you've got the skill, you've got the attitude, you've got it all. You've been making a name for yourself. Then you go to Japan and you sharpen your skills a little bit. And credit to, Athena and Palmer and all the team at MPX, because it shows like this that we get eyes on more talent, because without shows like this, we don't know that people are actually out here doing this or that they're putting the effort in. And J-Rod is coming to MPX. For the addicts, new and old, that have not seen J-Rod, buckle up. Y'all are in for a solid treat. You've seen Raylin. We have all seen Raylin. We know what Raylin can bring to the table. But if you have not seen J-Rod, like Kelvin said, like Amanda said, like Laura said, this very well can easily be a sleeper match of the night, and it could steal the whole show. So I'm going to rock with J-Rod to get the win here.
Yo, I was leaning Raylin until you said you mentioned Izzy. And so when you mentioned Japan, Mike, my mind went to Izzy. Izzy James came back a different person, bro. Like on a whole new level. And so did J-Rod. J-Rod's quietly been on a whole new level, operating on a whole new level. And I'm thinking about the tactics of Raylin, because she can go to some places if she needs to. I don't know if that's enough for J-Rod, though. I don't know. I'm going to go J-Rod on this one, too. Because, bro, yeah, she's been operating on a whole different level. So well, I gotta go with J-Rod as well.
Welcome. We accept you. Come join us.
Nice to be here. Nice to be here. All right, another one. This one could also be a sleeper match of the night. Rachel Leigh versus Charity King. Conflict of styles in this matchup. It's almost like it's a reverse David and Goliath kind of. So you have speed versus power to see what's gonna get this done. JJ, I'm gonna kick this one to you. What you thinking?
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. When the names started coming in for the tournament, again, it's like, who's gonna match up with who? Where are they gonna fall? And right off the get-go, Charity King was my lock, 110%. I'll stand 10 toes on that and tell you right now, Charity King has shown up and shown out, not just at MPX. Anywhere Charity King has gone, Charity King has literally, quite frankly, carried a company on her shoulders. Literally.
Ashe.
Literally.
Yep.
And like you said, it's a David and Goliath battle here in reverse, because Rachel Leigh, and for me in particular, I'm newer to her. I haven't really seen a lot. So I got to go do some homework, watch some tape, see what she brings to the table. But from what I've heard, she's one of those people that if you sleep on her and you take her lightly, she's going to be ready for the upset. However, again, Charity King, we know what Charity King can bring to the table. We saw the frustration, if you will, from Who Runs the World 2 and her feud with Nyla Rose. And then Charity King coming back to MPX on a mission saying, hey, I want to be the first one in the tournament. When Athena announced the American Joshi tournament, Charity King was loud and proud. Hey, I want to be the first one. I want in. I literally want in. And sure enough, she's in. Thinks she has a point to prove. I think she's going to go the distance and get to the finals. But again, because we talked about this bracket, with her being on the side of the bracket with the next match that we're going to touch on, whoever wins that next match, she's going to have her work cut out for her, because that second round that's no walk in the park. But as for this one, I've got Charity King not upsetting, but I've got Charity King taking the win over Rachel Leigh. Great showing though from Rachel. I'm excited to see what she's going to bring to the table.
Laura, what you got?
Charity King. I'm just gonna keep it short on this one. I'm gonna go Charity King. That's kind of just a that's just what I see. I don't know. I don't really have much of an explanation for it. Then, other than I like power wrestlers, and I really think she is going to come out of this one like y'all mentioned. She's hungry. She's gunning for this one. So it's if you're across the ring from her, I'd almost be a little scared right now. So yeah.
Agreed. Agreed. Amanda?
I feel for Rachel. I sometimes I feel like I wonder if she drew a shorter straw than Ash did, because Charity, Laura's seen her in the ring. I've had the pleasure of seeing her up close at Mission Pro, and man, she is a force to be reckoned with. Not only just with raw power, but with speed. And like powerful people, like really just raw energy, raw powered people that are agile on top of that. It's a whole different level of terrifying. And she has a chip on her shoulder. She is ready to come in and conquer. She is here on a mission. So that is a terrifying thing to behold. But I also have to give some props to Rachel Leigh too. One, because she's a Rutgers alum, from my understanding, and that's for Bill. You're welcome, Bill. But two, I like that she has a strong gymnastics background that she incorporates into her wrestling style. And so it's not just kind of just having the high flying speed part of it, but she's not afraid to pull from that arsenal as well in some of her move sets. So I think she'll have a decent showing. I don't see this being like, it's a super word one and done in like 2 minutes. I think we're going to see Rachel shine a little bit and try to use her gymnastics background to try her best to stay away from the powerful rage of Charity King. So I think we're going to see some really cool things here. It is an interesting contrast and conflict of styles, but sometimes when you have that, it pushes you as the underdog that we're all talking about. She's the underdog in this match.
Yep.
It gives you more incentive. It gives you more motivation to pull from your arsenal. So I think we're going to see her pull some things that maybe we haven't seen her before do, maybe on the scene period. But she has a lot of potential too. And so I think she will do her best to put up a fight against Charity, but I'm with everybody else. Charity is, she is unstoppable at this point. And I'm with JJ, and that I can see her going all the way to the final two.
I'm going to make a comparison, and I want y'all to tell me how far off I am. Charity King equals Brick Savage. Am I wrong?
I'm not going to lie. When she was talking, I was kind of like, oh, yeah. But yeah.
Oh, no. Sorry, Laura.
Charity obviously is her own she brings her own stuff to the table and everything. But when you think about power and athleticism, and you are probably going to see something you wouldn't expect to see from her. Yeah, I can see the comparison.
It is that, but she's more than power. And I thought she was like raw power. But she's shown me a lot. She's very tactical in the ring. She knows where she is at all times. She knows how to position people. She works on body parts. She's very cerebral. She knows when she has someone hurt. She knows how to, quote unquote, take the kill when she needs to, right? She is one of those. And I got to tell you, when she was announced for this tournament, I was like JJ. I was like, oh, she might win this. She might win this whole thing. I might pick her. But then the rest of the tournament participants came out, and I'm like, this is gonna be interesting. But
my thought process was, as soon as you said Brick Savage, I was like, can you imagine if they tag teamed?
Oh my God, yes.
That's it.
Powers that be. Hold on, I'm clipping this. Let me make sure.
Somebody needs to reinforce the ring,
please.
But not just in athleticism. I mean, they're both cerebral wrestlers.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes,
so
they were terrifying in the best way.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Please make this a tag. Make this a thing.
I mean, you know what?
Someone somewhere make this a thing.
Since Kelvin and I have been on a train lately, you know, coming up with team names, could they be the Savage Kings?
Oh,
Oh,
put it on the t-shirt.
Done.
Put it on the t-shirt. Put it on the t-shirt. Print it. Sell it. It pays itself. Yes, absolutely yes. But yeah, I'm picking Charity King for this one. I gotta go with Charity. She's shown me enough to where I'm like, bro, this whole tournament might be hers, but that second round, whoever comes out of the first round, they don't have an easy second round. That's the beauty of this tournament. It gets harder from here. So yeah. But speaking of the first round, the last match of the first round is probably the most interesting to me. And you have two people, one who I'm wondering if she's going under an attitude change right now, because I feel like Vert Vixen feels like she has been heavily overlooked. And she feels like she has something to prove. She's been on social media stating that, like, hey, I'm going in this tournament. We've been talking on this show too, and I gotta throw us out there too. Like, we're talking about the rest of the participants. Vert is someone who has the capacity to win this entire tournament, right? And I'm wondering if we're overlooking her because we're looking at all the other participants in this tournament. Is someone like Vert someone that can get it done? I believe she can, but again, you have a crazy first round matchup up against someone at Who Runs the World 2. She ran up against the current MPX Women's Champion. I feel like she's coming back to this event with something to prove. She's also been on social media. Like, you haven't seen the best of me yet. You need this. I'm a proud supporter. I carry a country on my back. She's been saying, this is not just for me. This is for my country, El Salvador. There's not a lot of us doing this. This matchup, I might call this my lock match of the night because both ladies have something to prove on a very, very high level. This could very well be the last time we're seeing both of these women on this level. So I think this first round matchup is probably going to produce the most fireworks we have on this card. Vert Vixen versus Alejandra Quintanilla. JJ, I'm going with you first, buddy. Thoughts?
Oh man, you basically said everything for me, but I'm gonna double down on something that you touched on because we've said this a lot on No Gimmicks when we talk about the Cavens and JD Griffey situation, when we look at Demo Diamond in the set 6 situation, when we talked about Brick in the Sky situation. There's something different about a pissed off wrestler, and for both of these ladies, they have chips on their shoulders. You touched on it with Alejandra. We saw what happened at Who Runs the World 2. Unfortunately, she ran up against Nikki Blackheart. And after that match, she even went on social media and said, hey, that didn't go how I wanted it to. I feel like I let myself down. I feel like I let my fans down. I feel like I let a lot of people down. And she kind of went on a silent hiatus. Yes, she was still wrestling. Yes, she was still training. But we didn't hear from her or see her the way that we were used to. And then for Vert Vixen, kind of the same story. Vert Vixen has been on this quiet run, this tear all over the place, collecting championships left and right. It was just announced not too long ago that down at New Texas Pro, she's defending her New Texas Pro Women's Championship against Charity King, who is in this same tournament. And like we touched on, a lot of people are name dropping. Oh, I got Charity. I got Anarkid Ash. I got Emi Sakura. I got Alejandra. But nobody is talking about Vert Vixen. And Vert, just a couple of days ago, she was on social media and said, hey, I did everything right. I tried to go about it the right way. And you touched on it. It seems to be a little bit of a gear shift because I think she's feeling that, oh, y'all are overlooking me. Hold on one second. I got a point to prove because player one is going to show up. And there was a comment in the chat that said, this is Vert's tournament to lose. And I can kind of sort of agree with that because when you look at the layout of this tournament, man, Vert can very well go the distance. So, yeah, I'm with Kelvin. Lock this one in for the most explosive match of the tournament, just because both of these ladies are going to come in. They're going to have points to prove. They're going to have chips on their shoulder. They both have a ton of experience, a ton of knowledge. Their styles are almost similar. So I really think we're in for a treat. I'm gonna go with Vert on this one because I do want to see in the second round. I want to see a preview of what New Texas has to offer, and I want to see Vert Vixen versus Charity King.
Interesting. Laura, what you got?
They're all hard to call. I feel like I'm saying that over and over again.
That's the theme of the night.
I really think this match will go toe to toe, back and forth. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I am going to lean towards Vert Vixen on this one. I really think Vert Vixen could win the whole tournament. And I truly believe if she gets that kind of attention that we can anticipate with winning the Joshi tournament, I just could see her in that role. I see her with that mentality, but I also think it could be that little push that she's missing to get her signed somewhere and get over. And because I don't think she's that far away, I don't think she's that far off. She just needs that little something, and I think this could be it.
We'll come back to that. Amanda?
This has been my hardest one to predict because I have watched both just for years in the ring. And I'm going to borrow from Rob and copy and paste from JJ because I love talking to another analytical mindset here because you made so many of these great points that I was thinking very similarly. But I also feel like at this point in their careers, both women have leveled up in so many ways. Like this is, for me, a fresher matchup because both of them come with far more experience than they've had in previous encounters. Like you look at Alejandra, for instance, like she had a great run in CMML not that long ago. And, of course, both of them have appeared in Ring of Honor / AEW, and they really have put themselves out there. They have worked hard to level up. They have impressed everything that's been thrown at them. Both of them have met or exceeded expectations. So I feel like we're having a much more leveled up match for these two. And this, I feel like I'm with everybody here. This is going to be the bracket match of the night for sure. I completely agree. And with both women, I think too have in common is that they are incredibly underrated. I think this is where we're spoiled because we're so used to seeing them wrestle at such a high caliber that we do underestimate them. And I'm so excited to see them put all of these new skills to use. I mean, I think both of them have so much potential to be signed. I think they're so close to it. I mean, look at Vert. I mean, she had her WWE tryout. I mean, it's right there because they both have put in the work, and both of them have a chip on their shoulder. Both of them are like, you know what? I am underrated. No one's appreciating. Here's where I'm at. What about me? So this is going to be a very hard hitting. This is going to be a very emotional. This is going to be a toe-to-toe match. We're going on a journey here, and I am here for every minute of it. I have to, as hard as it is, Alejandra, don't kill me. I love you. Don't kill me. Just, you could smack Brandon. It's fine. But I have to give the edge to Vert because I think right now at this point in her career, Vert is a lot more well-rounded than she has been before. Not that Alejandra isn't. I think they're very close, but I think Vert right now just has so much more of an edge. I think her ring technician skills are very refined, very honed. And I think I want to say for the first event here, I think she had the match with Masha as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was her and Masha, and remind me of who the other competitor was. I'm like, I wish I had the card. Because it was Vert, Masha, and
it was a triple threat.
It was a triple threat.
Yeah.
But again, to be able to go toe to toe against Masha and against, just continuing to impress, to build. I mean, Vert, I think, just has a slight edge on this. It's very close. It hurts my heart. But I'm here. I think it's going to be Vert and Charity at the end. Those are going to be the final two.
I like that prediction. I like that prediction a lot. I like that a lot. But that's the tournament. So that's the first round. Man, good luck to all the ladies.
Yes.
It's hard picking these because, you get attached to these women and the work that they put on. You see every woman in this tournament, like, they've grown and you've seen the growth, and you just want the best for all of them involved. And this is going to be one of the best things to happen in a long time. So I'm very much looking forward to this tournament. Kudos to whoever put this together, specifically these matchups, because these are some fire matchups, man.
I'm crying inside.
Yeah, it's diabolical. It's diabolical, but I love it. So thank you to whoever did that. But we got some other appearances. Risa Clark's going to be in attendance. She hasn't had a match announced yet. So, thoughts? Could we be seeing Cure Feud contracting, possibly interacting with Risa Clark? JJ? Maybe?
I'm just
saying I'm here for it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not gonna lie to you, because in my head, as you were just saying everything, I was like, hey, MPX management, at the end of the night, can somebody please put on the loudspeaker? Why can't we be friends? Because we're all gonna need to hug each other after this show. There's so much going on. And then you had to go and put that in my brain, because I didn't even think about Kira Fuda contracting and Risa Clark crossing paths. Like, yes, they're in the same building, but I didn't have that on my bingo card. But I'm not mad at that. You know what?
I'm an agent of chaos. I just
yes,
say
you are.
Don't pay me any attention. I am an agent of chaos.
I'll say this about Risa. I'm curious to see the attitude in Risa Clark, because for those that have been keeping up with Risa, we've seen the journey that she's been on chasing the MPX Women's Championship. And unfortunately, she's come up short in that journey. And as of late, we haven't heard her be as vocal as she was when she was chasing Abaddon about getting that MPX Women's title back. So Riza's kind of another one of those names who's been silently making moves, doing some things, leaving impacts. What statement is she going to make at Who Runs the World 3? I don't know. But you got to show up to find out, or catch it on Twitch.
Absolutely. Laura, any guesses what's going to happen here?
I kind of agree with JJ in that I think Risa is coming to kind of stir the pot somehow. It very well could be in for the women's championship match, or she's coming for a reason, and I think she kind of interjected herself here, kind of like, you are not going to do this without me, and I am going to be a part of this, especially after what happened at Who Runs the World 2. I'm a little afraid of what Cara Feud contract he's coming for, because even Athena has been nervous about it, and she has even made sure she is on her P's and Q's for them. So I'm a little afraid to be next to the ring for this. I really don't know what's going to happen with that, and I'm actually really nervous.
Very few things make Athena nervous, and if she's nervous, we all need to be on edge. It's very much. Amanda, any guesses here?
I was about to say I might want to sit by the exits. That building is not going to hold. JJ, we're talking up the venue, and it might not hold after this encounter.
It's very possible. This is very possible. Look, it has a balcony area upstairs, and I might want to be up there because I don't want
I
to
was about to
be.
say, I don't even know if that might be far enough.
It may not be. It may not be.
Oh
May
man.
not be. But we also have the tag match. Maya World, Hyon taking on Monica Monroe of the Ladybird, Monica Monroe, and Shay Carmichael. This is a great match for all four women. I like this matchup a lot. Amanda, we'll start with you. What you got?
Oh man, this is a great match. I'm a fan of all four. Obviously, congratulations to Maya World and Hyan. They've been just crushing it, representing Texas on AEW. So we're excited for them. They took an opportunity, they stepped up, and they just crushed it. And they're just continuing to crush it. I adore Lady Bird. I love her. She's one of my favorite wrestlers on the scene. She is a gem wherever she goes. From a personal level, Lady Bird, I love you. And I remember Shay coming into Mission Pro and making a presence for herself. And I think all of them have really shown up, have shown out in whatever venue, wherever they step foot in. So this is a great match. We're spoiled, and I'm here for it. I love it and I hate it at the same time because I have to pick and I don't want to. But because I feel like everybody here in this match has momentum going for them, and it is so hard. It is so hard to pick. But I have to go right now with Maya World and Hyan. They are on top of the world right now. This match is going to be another excellent showing. I think everyone's going to come out looking like $1 million here, 2 million, 3 million, because this is the caliber that we're at. But I think right now, Maya World and Hyan have all of the momentum. This is their match to lose. They have all of the momentum in the world right now. They are gelling so well as a team. And you're seeing that on TV. All of us who have seen them work the scene here, we know. So I think I'm going to go with Maya and Hyan for this one.
Very interesting pick there, Amanda. And you spoke about the tag team of Maya World and Hyan. Monica Monroe is no stranger to tag teams. For all of us who know who the Money Birds were, her and Gigi Ray very much tore the state up at one point in time. She's not new to this. Shay Carmichael, someone who is not new to the spotlight, also been in tag teams. She's been on AEW. If you're good enough to impersonate Mariah May, it should count for something. You know what I mean? So she's used to these situations, and she's a very tactical person too. People don't like to give her a lot of credit, but man, and she has the simps at her disposal. That could come to play a factor in this matchup. Her and those simps, first of all, love the idea. Second of all, the work that they get done is low-key very underrated. So that could play a very, very big factor in this matchup. Going up against two ladies who are coming back home. They are big established stars now. So them coming back and just trying to give the crowd, hey, we're back. This is a good matchup. These other two ladies ain't thinking about that. They see an opportunity. So this is very much upset territory that we're looking at. Both I could very much picture an upset, but I'm gonna go Maya World Hyan, but I am gonna be keeping my eyes on this match. I'm like Amanda, I don't like the pick in this match because just watching all of these ladies grow from where we've seen them leaps and bounds in just a short amount of time. And yeah, it's gonna be a great match. Laura?
So when I look at this match, like obviously, Maya and Hyan really are kind of like honing and getting better, and they've gone on to that next level. So they're just getting that much more experience, that much more, insight and things like that. But I have noticed one thing I've noticed about Shay is that who she's with really makes a difference. I think just because, part of it may be chemistry, part of it may be just technique. But I've noticed that sometimes when she's paired with somebody, either against them or as a tag partner, it really can bring out things in her. But I didn't even think about the simp factor. But when you brought that up, I'm kind of like, oh, because they will do anything for Shay, anything. So don't put it past them to, throw in some dirty tricks or anything. But I do think Shay has built her confidence a lot in this last little bit. Like she's gotten way more comfortable. She has really kind of coming out of her shell as a wrestler as well. So I think this could kind of come down to whether she really gels with her tag partner or not. Do they work well together or not? Um, ah, I think the one thing is that Maya and Hyan don't necessarily need the win like the other two do. But right now, they are at AEW representing the state of Texas. And if y'all have all seen this setting, it is Texas exploded in that venue. So they could feed off of that. I mean, you are really representing Texas right now. You are coming back to where this kind of ticked off for you the last time. It was really after Who Runs the World 2 that they really came together and it just ran with it. And, we've seen so. They're really carrying all that back to this match. So I think we're going to see a really good showing, but I do think it's going to end up being Maya and Hyan.
You know what, Laura? You brought up something real quick before I go to JJ. You brought up something real quick. Who Runs the World 2 was not that long ago. And those ladies, because Who Runs the World 2 was like a big showcase for both of those ladies. So just leaving and coming back in that amount of time has to be peak confidence. Like I bumped into Maya World before Texas Rumble, and you could see it on her. Like you could see it. Like it's just I'm here now, and for them both to come back into that, it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night. I do think they get it done, but you could see it on them. Go ahead.
Do you hear that pop for Maya World at the Texas Rumble?
Yes.
Like, I really think she got one of the biggest pops of the night, if not the biggest.
Yes.
So she's going to have the crowd behind her.
Both women will.
Yeah.
Because they are very much beloved at MPX. So them coming out, it's going to be a moment. It's going to be a moment that you have to see. But that match is going to be something you have to see too, because on the other side of that, you have ladies. It's almost like they have a target on their back because of what happened. Like if Who Runs the World 2 went that way for these ladies that they're now signed to the company, imagine what us winning could do. Imagine what us beating them could do for us after this. Who knows? They may be looking at us a different way. So who knows? And AEW's tag team division for the ladies is looking pretty spicy right now. So who knows? JJ?
Yeah, so you and Laura pretty much touched on everything that I was going to say. And Laura said something very interesting. When you look back at Who Runs the World 2, Shay Carmichael was in a 6-woman tag match. And one of her partners was Evelyn Carter. So that chemistry right there, they didn't really mesh well. Like they didn't have that energy. So we've seen what Shay can do solo. We know what Monica Monroe can do solo and as a tag team. But the real question is, can Monica Monroe and Shay Carmichael gel together and figure out some chemistry? Whether it's before the show, whether it's right before their match, I don't know how they're going to figure it out. But when they're in that ring together, can they gel and mesh well enough to combat a team like Maya World and Hyan, who have been on this run, who have been on this journey, who have this chemistry, who, to Laura's point, to Kelvin's point, you're in Texas. Once they walk through that curtain, they're going to get a hero's welcome. That building at Southern Junction is going to explode for Maya World and for Hyon when their music hits and they come out. We saw it Who Runs the World 2. Maya World came out from the parking lot. Star power, the aura, the charisma. Imagine what her entrance is going to be like for Who Runs the World 3 on Saturday with Hyon behind her. I mean, we know Hyon. She's the Renaissance woman. She pretty much ran Texas for as long as we can all remember, and she helped get some of these ladies to where they are. She's that iron sharpening iron. Hyon has been battle tested with almost every woman on this card and at Who Runs the World 2 and before that. So for Shay and Monica, this is a big moment. This is huge. Like Kelvin, you touched on. What does a win do for them? A win puts a lot of eyes on you, a lot of eyes, a lot of ears on you. You get a lot of traction. So for Maya and Hyon, this may be just another Saturday night. But for Monica Monroe and Shay Carmichael, no pun intended here, this is going to be the fight of their career. Like they're coming into this match as heavy underdogs, which means they're going to have chips on their shoulder. They're going to have points to prove. And I think they're going to come out hungry and scrappy.
But I'm going to add to that, JJ, because I like your perspective on it. But also, there's a lot of pressure on Maya and Hyon because they're with AEW to win.
Right.
So they also have to come in and show up because it's okay. You guys got this opportunity. Well, don't squander it. You're going up against the best in the world in AEW and Ring of Honor. You know, if you're going to be up there, you're going to be at this caliber, you're going to have to take every match now with, you know, it's not just another match. It's
Right.
okay, we're up here. We have to fight to keep our position up here. So,
Right.
you know, I think kind of tag teaming on that, I think not only do Shay and Ladybird have something to prove, I think Maya and Hyon are going to have to prove something to show that we earned this and we're going to keep this.
No, you're right.
Well, one thing right before we went on, it was announced that Maya was going to face Athena at the Proving Grounds.
Get out of my brain.
So if she loses this and then has to go face Athena, Athena's not going to go easy on her if she loses this.
That's blood in the water, bro.
That is.
Yeah, and that's something that I'm glad y'all brought up because Amanda, you know, I love having you on the show. Please come on No Gimmicks more often because it's great being able to have these conversations with people that deep dive into this.
Sorry it took so long. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's okay. Everything happens for a reason, right? That's why we're here. But no, it was announced earlier for those that do follow Ring of Honor. Maya World is next in line. She's entering the Proving Grounds against the forever ROH Women's Champion, the Fallen Goddess, our minion overlord, the lady who put all of this together, Athena. And it's, you know, it's one of those things. I sent this to Kelvin and said,
don't you dare say this on air. I don't want that. I don't want that problem.
No. I wasn't gonna say that part. I was gonna say the other part.
Okay.
I was gonna say this is big because, you know, Ring of Honor is a huge stepping platform for everybody because just recently MPX and Ring of Honor had Global Wars, and to this day people are still talking about all the talent that was on that card. Kaimi, Demo Diamond, Kari Wright, JD Griffey, Dylan Cavens, Vert Vixen in the match she had with Red Velvet. So when you put on matches and you make a name for yourself, people are going to start following you. So yes, to both of y'all's point, that pressure is on. And I think it's on Maya now that it's been announced. She's in the Proving Ground. So yeah, I think you're here, but you've got to stay here and you've got to do what it takes to stay there.
All right, go ahead and say what you said in the chat. Go ahead. I'll accept the consequences.
I'm here. I'm like, I want to know. I want to know. Laura, you know you want to know too.
And I refused to answer it. I was like, I'm not touching that. He asked, so I'll put it on the show. I'll ask. since I brought it up, I'm gonna put the bus out there so everybody can either
Clip it.
go under it or run away from it. So he asked me a question, and I was like, I'm not touching that. So I'll ask it. You guys don't have to touch it. It's fine. Could Maya World be the one to dethrone Athena as the forever ROH champion? Not everybody at once.
Okay, I will touch that because that's exactly what I wondered when I saw she was going in the proving grounds. Now I don't. I think there could be a couple of people who do, and I don't know if it would be right away. We may have to. There may need to be some build up, but I there is a reason Maya has gone into Ring of Honor. There is a reason Athena has had Maya on these shows. There is a reason Athena has purposely placed Maya World at MPX. Oh, I'm just going to say this. I do not think it is out of the realm of possibilities that could Athena be grooming her. I don't even want to say anything about it, but I mean, you have to wonder. And I think so. Yeah, I'm just going to say that. I'm going to cut myself off right there because I don't want to get in trouble. I got to face Athena, and I'm already afraid of her. So,
Not touching that. Amanda.
Oh, Laura's brave. Laura's brave to go first. Again, I offer Brandon his tribute. Athena, if you want to punch him, it's okay. You know, he can take it. It's like a career. He's been a career doing it, so it's fine. Oh man, that is such a great question, and Maya has really proven herself over the last 3-ish years that she's been in the business, almost 4, I think. I mean, every obstacle she has come across, she's overcome it. She has gotten here to this point with AEW Ring of Honor. She's here, to Laura's point, for a reason. And I think matches like this are going to test her to see, does she have what it's going to take? Because again, I don't think that this particular tag match was chosen lightly, because look at the caliber of the opponents. We've talked about Shay, we've talked about Lady Bird, we've talked about their previous tag experience or singles experience. They've leveled up in their own way. So if Maya is going to be the one to dethrone Athena, again, smack Brandon, it's okay. I think, Maya has to be able to step up to all different calibers of wrestlers across from her, experience levels. This, I think, is going to be a pre-proving ground for her, because I can see Maya going all the way. Will it be something like a walk in the park? No. But I think this is methodical and intentional, and Maya has put in the work, and Maya is going to continue to evolve. I'm with Laura. It's not out of the realm of possibility. And I feel like Maya is a star in the making. We've seen it here. We're seeing her grow. She has the charisma. She has the talent. She has all the tools in the world. And she's right there. I can see it being a possibility. And it's that will be her moment to shine. I can see it. I'm going to say I can see it. I have faith in Maya.
All right.
And Athena, I love you. You can hit Brandon.
All right, AJ.
Oh, well, since you threw me on the spot, I guess I'll close it out, but I'm going to keep mine short and simple because I like my face where it is and I can't offer anybody a sacrifice. So if I have an O face coming, I guess I, deserve it. Or I might face Palmer in a match. I don't know. Palmer's been taking shortcuts here and there, so I might get out of it. let's go back just a few weeks. Ring of Honor, Metroplex Wrestling Global Wars. There was a 6-woman tag team match, and Maya World, Hyon, and Deonna Purrazzo, they were victorious in said match against Athena, Billy Starks, and Diamante. And all 6 of those ladies had a phenomenal showing. But again, when you look at the work that Maya put in, that Hyon put in, and that Deonna put in, all 3 of those ladies took Athena, Billy, and Diamante to their limit and further. So again, it seems like everything's been intentional. It seems like it's there. The writing is on the wall. And credit to Ring of Honor and credit to AEW, because I've been on record saying this too. They are probably 2 of the best companies right now that put on incredible long-term storytelling. So if you've been paying attention to the writing on the wall, it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. So
you guys are saying yes. Am I right? Are we non-committal?
I'm saying yes. I'm going to say
saying
yes. I'm saying yes. I'm going to just full face, like, I'll stand in front of the bus. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Anybody else?
why can't we be friends?
I mean, JJ, if you want to sacrifice Brandon too, it's okay.
That's perfect. There we go. I love it.
That is. I still don't want to touch that. I don't want to touch that, and it's because we've seen matches specifically with Maya World and Athena, and every single time Maya World has come back better. Every time she's come back better. We've seen them in a short match. Athena got the best of her, but Maya had a good showing. Second match, they had a longer match. Maya World went toe to toe. I'm kind of nervous if they keep going, because that the storytelling you're saying, I'm kind of nervous if they get into another match, which they will be. We very well could be seeing Maya World on the end of this, the victor. Please don't kill me, Athena. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Okay. Thank you for everything that you've done for No Gimmicks. I love it. But I'm just saying, it makes me nervous. It makes me really nervous. And who knows? I'm gonna say you come out the winner just so I can save face. But I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. You come out the winner, everything is great. I'm good. We're all good. But I ain't gonna lie to you. This one makes me nervous. It makes me really nervous. Also, I need a million number. But we've digressed a lot. We got one more match in this incredible night. The main event: Nikki Blackheart versus Priscilla Kelly. And we've been talking all night about enjoy them while you have them. And this match also makes me nervous for the outcome, because this very well could be the last time that we see someone like a Nikki Blackheart. And the work that she's done, you guys see her on social media. She's been putting in a lot of work. She's had a WWE tryout. She's been going around. She's had Lodestone. Bailey speaks really highly of her. You see the attention coming from the top down, looking at her and the work that she's put in. So this match that she's having with Priscilla Kelly, someone who's had experience in that arena in the WWE, it's a very, very high profile match. Laura, I'm going to start with you. Your thoughts on this match, and if you can, a prediction.
This is, I mean, it's kind of hard. I mean, this one, I mean, because you think about it, you know, if Nikki, I mean, she just did this tryout with WWE, right? If she stays the champion, is she going to get signed? Is she going to have to vacate the champ? You know, like there's all these possibilities of what could come out of this. But oh, I see Nikki keeping it. That's my gut feeling on this one. Um, and I kind of would like to see her keep it. I would like to see her uh, kind of get to do a little bit more with it. Um, and so I hope she wins. Her and Abaddon had a great match at Texas Rumble, so I don't think it's going to be an easy win, but I think Nikki is going to come out with it. I would like to see Nikki get to keep the belt for a little while and kind of, uh, you know, see where it goes from here. Because you know, at this point, no matter who wins it, um, you know what's going to happen in the women's division at MPX at this point. You know, where's it going? Because we've kind of, um, you know, you could see that belt. Is the belt going to travel? Is it going to be kind of get defended in some big matches other places and then come back home? You just never know. So I just my gut tells me Nikki, so I'm just going to go with it.
I'm gonna copy and paste here because I feel exactly the same way. I'm gonna copy and paste. JJ, what you got?
You know, one thing that Laura said that really stood out to me was the traveling championship component, right? Because MPX and some other local companies have been really popular about doing this too. Not too long ago, MPX had the WWE ID champion Cappuccino Jones come back. And for all of you that know Cappuccino and the work that Cappuccino has put in across the indies, Cappuccino is leaps and bounds from where he was 3, 4, 5 months ago. And it's something about the WWE ID, the WWE tryout. It's something about that element that really helps you elevate your game. And for Nikki Blackheart, we've been on record on this show saying it. Enjoy her while you've got her because she's going places. And for the Texas Rumble, I said it outright when the match was announced. Abaddon versus Nikki Blackheart. You saw the work she was putting in the gym. You saw the mental and just how she prepared and how she carries herself, the demeanor, the confidence, the aura. She knows she's one of one. And for that alone, that puts you leaps and bounds about everybody else. But now, when you look at this match, it is her first title defense. And unfortunately, it's against somebody like Priscilla Kelly, who, if you follow her career, you guys know her story. You've seen her game. She's not an easy walk in the park on any given night, especially over the past couple of months with what she's been doing with GCW. More recently, the match that she had with Shotzi Blackheart, it was like a death match, graveyard, tombstone situation, and she went to a whole nother level. And we touched on it, leading up to this. On social media, she left some very cryptic messages. Hey, MPX, I'm coming. Nikki Blackheart, you're on borrowed time. The spotlight is bright, and that's something we touched on, Kelvin, recently with the whole MPX ROH Global Wars. Dylan Cavens and JD Griffey. JD Griffey has been in the spotlight. Cavens was new to that level of stage, and we kind of saw the pressure and the elements. Priscilla Kelly has been in these moments. She's been on these big stages, these marquee matches, if you will. So this isn't really new to her. For Nikki Blackheart, again, brand new MPX Women's Championship, and your first title defense right off the gate is somebody like a Priscilla Kelly. How is that going to shake her up, in the mental game? We know physically she's ready for it, but mentally, is she up for the challenge? So I think it's going to be a hard fought match. I think this one can go either way. Oh man, for me, this one's probably the hardest one to pick because I love both of these ladies. Like I really, really do. But like Laura said, I really do want to see Nikki Blackheart elevate that MPX Women's Championship because the women's division as a whole has been leaps and bounds better and better week after week after week after week. And MPX has some big shows on the horizon. Destiny is around the corner. Purple Rain is in the summer. Purge is in the summer. So there's some big names and big shows that I think the MPX women are going to put on and put out for it. I want Nikki Blackheart selfishly to be a part of that. So give me and Steel. Very hard fought, very evenly matched battle, but I think it's going to be and Steel, MPX Women's Champion Nikki Blackheart.
Very well said. And before I give it to Amanda, Nikki she posted something on social media that really spoke volumes to me. So she put her WWE tryout and all of her belts on her mother's grave and wrote a touching tribute and something to the effect like, my mom raised a warrior. And it's pretty much her why. So going into this matchup, seeing that photo, I think there's a lot of stuff below surface that we haven't seen yet from Nikki Blackheart that I think are going to start bubbling up. But that was interesting that she put that out there, made herself vulnerable, but it's also like, oh, she has something that she's actually fighting for too. So something to very much keep an eye on. But Amanda, take us home.
Man, this is such an amazing match. This is understatement of the year. I know it is. This is why I love indie wrestling. I love Texas wrestling for matches like this. Nikki Blackheart has been just fire, straight fire. And I was so happy that she got her WWE tryout. And I'm glad we're mentioning that because copy and pasting everybody here, because everybody here made excellent points about her. When you do a WWE tryout, like it's not just being physically ready, it's she got a taste of that mental energy it's going to take. What do you have to know to be at the top of the top? What do you have to do ring work wise? What do you have to do from a technical standpoint? What do you have to do? Like, how do you refine your arsenal? How do you adapt? How do you prepare yourself for life at the top against everybody else out there? So I think she's coming into this match with a different mindset. On top of what you said, Kelvin, about kind of her why and why she was sharing that, I think that experience in that environment with WWE is going to give her some extra strength and some extra, I think just giving her an extra push or an extra drive to do very well in this match against somebody who has been at the top, who has been at the WWE, who even before going to WWE had a great career and still has a great career on the indie scene. Someone who is not afraid to reinvent herself, somebody who is very engaging and dynamic and just killer from a ring work standpoint in Priscilla Kelly. I mean, this is, I think, going to be one of her toughest matches to date. And this is where it's okay. This is where Nikki has to prove not only is she going to have to prove herself being worthy of the MPX championship? It's okay. You got picked by WWE to show up for this tryout too. So why would you get picked out, right? Out of all the wrestlers that are out there, out of everybody, because I mean, we've seen the caliber of this card, just this card alone. And again, it's a great time to be a Texas indie fan. But you know, she has to come in and prove that she was worthy of being looked at, that she is worthy of being at the top. And who better than to go up against somebody who has been there, who knows what it's like, who has had to go from the indies to WWE, transition, grow, change, fight for your spot. And so I think this is going to be a great match. But right now, I think unless Nikki gets signed, then she will, I think she's going to retain, because I think she's going to have to really put up or shut up at this point. Priscilla Kelly's a great opponent to do that against. So I'm here for this banger. I'm going to be with JJ and Still, because I want to see what else, not only after, especially after this match, what else is she going to be able to do and where else is she going to carry this title? So give me Nikki Blackheart and still.
All right, I think we're all in agreement here. But again, it's one of those. I'm nervous because if I think if she loses, it means to me like she's gone, bro. And like as happy as I'll be for that, it's like you were warned. Enjoy your white got her. You know what I mean? So get there, guys. This Saturday, it goes down. Southern Junction, 101 Rogers Road, Irving, Texas. Live. I think are they doing YouTube this go around? They usually
from what I've heard. From what I've heard, this show is streaming only on Twitch. It could change because the same announcement was made about Who Runs the World 2, and then the success and the draw. And as people were coming in, they were like, "Hey, if we get X amount of tickets sold in the next 15 minutes, we're gonna go live on everywhere." And then, sure enough, they were on YouTube. So if you're not following, liking, sharing, subscribing, make sure you do. Metroplex Wrestling, all social platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. If you can, get there early. I know they've been posting all week. The doors are opening at 7:00. There is going to be a meet and greet that is included with your ticket. So if it's front row, second row, GA, your meet and greet is included. Wrestlers will be there to sign autographs, take pictures, the whole nine, you name it. And then you've got a banger of a card. Like, get your snacks, get you a drink, kick your feet up if you're at home. If you're in the building, get your seat and lock in, because from start to finish, we're in for a treat. We're spoiled on this card.
Yo, shout out to Veda and Emily too. They're going to be announcing on this card. Some old Mission Pro vibes going on here. So can't wait to see them in action together on commentary. Very much shout out to them. But yeah, man, get your tickets. Get there, mpxwrestling.com. They are going fast, guys. So please go get your tickets. But before we get out of here, ladies, I want to thank you so much because this is very much a fun show. But please, Laura, Amanda, I'll start with you, Laura. Please let the people know where they can find you guys. Plug away.
Well, I usually have the best seat in the house on Saturday nights. But you can find us Pulver Photography. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We have a Twitter, but I'm only on there a little bit. We also have a website we're putting together. We do merch now, 8x10s, all that stuff. I get asked all the time if I do like promo shots and stuff. I used to not, because I still consider myself like a newbie hobbyist. Like, I don't know. But I have done several promo shots, like the whole banger. So I do those when I have time in between everything. So look us up. We're Pulver Photography on Instagram. Facebook those are the best places you can get a hold of us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And you are the ish. You guys do phenomenal work. So please don't think of yourself as a hobbyist. You have a following. You have a very, very loyal following. So keep doing your thing. Amanda, once again, I'm sorry that it took us so long to get you on No Gimmicks, because as you guys see, we do this all the time on BCP Plus, and I'm like, when I was coming for ideas for this show, I was like, I don't want it to be just like two guys talking, right? And I was like, who can I? Oh, that's a no-brainer. It's like, I'm just gonna reach out to these guys and look. We may have to have you on for another. If Who Runs the World 4 is announced, the door is open. Just please. But please let the people know where they can find you.
Yeah, well, good. Thank you guys for having me. This was so much fun. I love talking wrestling, as you know, Kelvin, as we do on BCP. I mean, so in addition to hearing me there, I am also part of the Pop Break, where you can catch me every week on the Socially Distanced podcast with all of our wonderful friend and my co-host, Bill Bodkin. where we get together and we talk about different pop culture topics every week. We just talked about Bridgerton. It's okay, Bill. We know. As much as you say you hate it, I'm sure you loved it. You loved it. I know you're watching, so there you go. So that's out. We'll be talking about One Piece, the Netflix live action season 2 this coming week, and then entering our Daredevil era and Peaky Blinders era. So we cover general pop culture topics like that. And of course, I'm also the co-host of our Anime Pop podcast, where with my co-host Josh Sarnecki, we get together on the Pop Break feed and we talk about different trending anime. We've had, of course, Kelvin, your cohorts over with Eat the Cake. Yep. They've been on, and we'll have them on again for sure because they were phenomenal. So you can check us out there. And I am also an avid cosplayer with my aforementioned fiance and human sacrifice, Brandon Weiss. And so we are at Brandalorian on Instagram. So feel free to check us out. We've got some con appearances pretty much lined up, thankfully and blessedly, all the way through June at this point. So check us out. And thank you again for having me. It was phenomenal. And I'm down to come back anytime.
Absolutely got to have you back. Absolutely. JJ, what you got, my friend?
I mean, all I can say is what a time to be a fan of Texas indie wrestling. It is only getting bigger and better all across the platform. So please, we say this on the D1 Ignite University podcast when we cover wrestling. If you haven't, get out of your doors, get out of your element. If you think you're not into wrestling, go check out whatever local indie spot you have around you. And I promise you, if you give it a couple of shots, you will come around. If you're in the DFW, Metroplex Wrestling is the best weekly running show. Here in the DFW, they are branching out. You've seen them in Irving, going back to Grand Prairie in April, just had their Fort Worth debut about a month ago and planning to come back from what I've heard. So what a time to be a fan of Texas indie wrestling. Thank you guys for everything, because this has been phenomenal. Having fellow people that can talk about wrestling, it's always a phenomenal time. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get ignorant with us, come check out the D1 Ignite University podcast over on the DFPN. We have yet to be canceled because Boss Man says we have good shows every week. So we're going to keep it going. Sports, music, pop culture, hot takes, class is always in session. So come check us out.
Awesome stuff, bro. Yes, you have a home on the network. No one's getting canceled. So you don't have to worry about that. Keep it going. Oh, but that's our show tonight, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, get there. Who Runs the World 3 this Saturday. It's a phenomenal card, as you've seen. But until next time, you guys know what it is. Have fun, be safe, and take care of each other. Enjoy what you're going to enjoy. Peace.
And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmick. Yeah. And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmick. Yeah. And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmicks.